If you've been in the marketing circles online for any length of time, you've probably been told to start blogging. People tell you how they've risen from being a nobody to huge fame, how they've built massive email lists, and how they've made tons of money. All thanks to blogging. And there's truth to that. Blogging is a very effective way of building an audience and growing your business. But if you're writing your own blog, then you're probably just wasting your time. The idea of how blogging is supposed to work is that you write great articles, people come and read them, they realize how smart you are and how much you can help them. And they want to hear more from you, so they join your email list and maybe follow you in social media. When you have something new up, you let them know, they come and read it, they let their friends know, so that even more people come and read your stuff, realize how smart you are, and so on. So your audience grows. And when you want to sell something, you send out an email, people come and check it out, if it's a good fit, they buy. And yeah, that's pretty much how blogging does work. But there's a tiny problem when you're starting your blog. There's no one there to read it. And as long as there's no one there to read it, nothing is going to happen, no matter how great your content is. So instead of writing for an empty room, you have to do something else. Ideally, you'll write for thousands of people or tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people at a time. So what's the catch? Well, guest blogging. Instead of writing for your own site that no one's reading, you write for the big sites that the people you want to attract to your site are already reading. And I know that a lot of people think that guest blogging is some sort of weird conspiracy about the people who run the big sites, who get you to create free content for them. And I understand that. Most people don't get good results from guest posts. But still, in almost all cases, you'd be better off focusing on guest posts than writing your own blog. I really don't like it when people claim to have found some sort of magic bullet, a strategy that if you just use it, you'll be famous by tomorrow and make millions next week. But even guest blogging is sometimes presented as a magic bullet. But it's not. It doesn't work for everyone, and it's really not enough to just write great posts for the biggest sites on the internet. Usually when people talk about guest blogging, they tend to simplify things a bit too much. If your goal is to build an email list, then it's not enough to just write a great post for a big site. You have to write an effective post. Now, don't get me wrong, a post is effective only if it's a great one. It has to deliver real value for the readers. But it also has to invite them to take the next step, which is to join your list. Then again, it's very easy to get too self-promotional. If it sounds like you just wrote an advertisement, then it's not going to get published. And even if it's published, people don't want to click through. You can get well over 100 new people to your list with every guest post that you write. I average about 170. Sure, if you're targeting a very narrow group of people, you won't get to those numbers, but you get the point. But to get any good results, you have to get 7 things right. Rather than trying to explain them in this video, I wrote a short manual that explains them. You can download it now for free, just click the button below this video. I hope that the next time you think about writing a blog post, you at least consider writing a guest post instead. It's likely to create much better results for you. And when you do write one, consider all the 7 things that you have to do to make it effective. If you know someone who writes a blog but isn't really getting exactly the results they want, why not share this video with them? They might thank you for it. I wrote a short manual about... Mitä? Now, download the manual.